Welcome to Flip TV Morning News. I am Anila Omolara. News headlines. Naira rebounds to 1,400 naira per dollar. Shaibu to paste court papers on Obaseki's office impeachment. EFCC denies asking ex-accountant general to indict minister. Senate meets service chief as true comb creaks. News in detail. The naira rebounded against the United States dollar on Wednesday at the official and parallel markets, with the local currency recording a significant gain against the greenback at the black market. This came as the Central Bank of Nigeria announced the final settlement of all valid foreign exchange backlogs, fulfilling a key pledge of the Apex Bank Governor Mr. Olayemi Cardoso. The process an inherited backlog of £7 billion in claim. The acting CBN Director Corporate Communication, Mrs. Akama Sidi Ali, who disclosed this in Abuja on Wednesday, recalled the central bank had recently cleared 1.5 billion from the backlog. On Wednesday, the naira closed trading at 1,410 per dollar as the parallel market and 1,492 at the official Nigeria Autonomous Foreign Exchange Market, according to data compiled from the FMDQ Security Exchange. The gain recorded by the naira at the official market represents an appreciation of 68 naira or 4.5% from the 1,560 naira per dollar recorded on Tuesday at NAFEM, and a gain of 13.5% or 190 naira as the parallel market. According to findings by the Punch, the exchange rate has been gaining lately as speculators begin to dump their dollar stock following waning demand by prospective buyers amid CBN clampdown. Also, the recent clampdown on the activities of illegal BDC operators in Lagos, Abuja, and Kano by the operative of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission have helped to reduce the volatility of the naira. A bureau de change operator at Wuse to Abuja, Ibrahim Yahoo, said on Wednesday that the greenback was bought at the rate of 1,400 naira per dollar and sold at 1,500 naira per dollar, allowing operators to make a spread of 100 naira per dollar. Also, the Federal High Court in Abuja on Wednesday declined to halt the impeachment proceedings activated by the Edo State House of Assembly against the Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. Justice Omotosho James declined an oral application by Shaibu's lawyer, Professor Olawoyin Awoyale-San, asking the court to order parties in the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/321/2024 to maintain the status quo. In declining the prayer, the judge noted that the governor of Edo State and the Edo State House of Assembly, who are the principal actor in the matter, have not been served with the originating summons of the suit as required by law. He subsequently granted Shaibu's prayer to serve the court paper on Obaseki and the State House of Assembly by substituted means. Justice Omotosho ordered that the court process be pasted at the entrance gate of the Edo State Government House and the gate of the State House of Assembly complex in Benin. The judge also directed that all court papers be served on parties in the matter with the use of registered courier company. Justice Omotosho adjourned further proceedings till April 15. The Edo State House of Assembly had on March 5, 2024 commenced impeachment proceeding against Shaibu over allegations of leaking of government secrets. On Tuesday, the Assembly wrote to the Chief Judge of the state to constitute a 7-man panel to probe the allegations against Shaibu. Is praying for an order restraining the defendant from proceeding with his impeachment. However, for the second time on Wednesday, the judge refused to grant Shaibu a temporary relief to halt the impeachment move. The judge had earlier in the ruling on March 13 turned down Shaibu's ex-parte application seeking an interim order to hold the proceedings pending the final determination of the suit. The motion ex parte for the interim injunction, dated and filed 8th day of March 2024, is hereby refused, the judge held. He adjourned till Wednesday for hearing in another motion, ex parte brought by Shaibu seeking substituted service on the defendants due to his inability to serve them. The impeachment move is believed to be the latest development in the rift between Shaibu and his principal, Governor Godwin Obaseki. There had been an uneasy calm between the deputy governor and his principal since last year when Shaibu declared his interest to join this year's Edo governorship race. Moving on, a detective with the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Mahood Toko, denied promising the former Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, leniency in exchange for indicting the former Minister of Finance and others. The former Accountant General of the Federation had told the Federal Capital Territory High Court on February 1, 2024 that the EFCC deceived him to admit the allegation against him. The ex-AGF specifically claimed that the EFCC told him they wanted to use him to get the Minister of Finance and some governors to receive derivation funds. Idris and his co-defendant are standing trial on 14 charge of stealing and criminal breach of trust to the tune of 109.5 billion naira. Idris was arraigned alongside Godfrey Akindele, Mohammed Kudu Usman, and Gezawa Commodity Market and Exchange Limited by the EFCC in July 2022. However, at the proceeding, Tokher, who was the second prosecution witness in the trial within trial, denied that the Commission made such promise to Idris. The trial within trial was ordered by the court following objection raised by counsel for Idris, Chris Uche-San, alleging that his client did not make his statement to the EFCC voluntarily in advance by EFCC counsel. Oluwaleke Atsolagbe Toko insisted that all the 13 statements involving Idris and his lawyer were voluntarily made. He added that the ex-AGF was interviewed in the presence of his lawyer before filing 11 statements at a different time. Toko added that the 2 of the 13 confessional statements were volunteered willingly with Idris waiving his right to have a lawyer present. He said Idris signed on the back of the page of the statement sheet and it was witnessed by Barrister Aruna Issa. The statement of May 21, 2022 was also written by Idris. The statement of July 2022 was made by the first defendant in the presence of Mr. Gbenga Adeyemi. He was cautioned, interviewed before those volunteered statements. While being cross-examined by the ex-AGF lawyer Chris Uche-San, Toko said the EFCC had a standard procedure for getting a statement from suspect. Finally, the Senate Joint Committee on Defense, Army, Navy, and Air Force on Wednesday held a closed-door meeting with the service chief over the recent killing of 17 officers and troops of Nigerian Army in Ukuama community, Bomade local government area of Delta State. It was also gathered that the troop on Wednesday intensified the manhunt for the killer of the military man. The 4 military officers and 13 soldiers were said to have gone to Ukuoma community on a peacemaking mission when they were slain by hoodlums last week Thursday. The lawmakers meeting with the service chief, which started at exactly 3:42 p.m., had in attendance the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan, and the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala. The Senator, during its plenary on Tuesday, mandated the Joint Committee to investigate the killing of the military man. The upper chamber urged the federal government to ensure that those responsible for the crime were identified, apprehended, and brought to justice. And that's the Flip TV Morning News. I am Anyela Omolara. Stay with us.